Friends, money, wealth, gold, silver, property, bank balances, cars, etc., appeal to everyone. Everyone desires to acquire them, as having these is a sign of being rich. People go to great lengths to become wealthy, yet not everyone succeeds in achieving this goal. Why does this happen? According to sociologist Shivamani, most people fail to become rich because they take shortcuts. Psychologist Melvin Twigg says that many people around the world believe that money is transient, it comes and goes. This mindset prevents them from saving money. Instead, they spend it recklessly and fail to build wealth. There are also people who excessively love money and are unwilling to part with it. Even after becoming wealthy, such individuals are not considered part of the affluent community because of their mindset. According to Haley Schurz, a psychologist who has conducted extensive research on money and psychology, some people believe that money is given by God. They focus solely on pleasing God instead of working hard, which hinders their path to becoming rich. Others believe that if it's in their destiny, money will appear out of nowhere. They keep searching for found or abandoned money. Some even hope for magical solutions, like finding a fairy's wand or Aladdin's lamp, that will instantly make them rich. Experts agree that crime, shortcuts, or reliance on luck will not make one wealthy. Psychologist Haley Schurz emphasizes that becoming rich requires hard work, dedication, passion, and consistent effort. Throughout history, many great people have shared their ideas on how to become wealthy. These ideas have been compiled into a book summary presented to you. By reading these ideas, you may ignite the passion within you to become rich. Perhaps one of these tips will resonate with you, leading you to join the list of the wealthy. Let's begin with Chapter 1, Think Like the Rich. Think big, think positively, think of achieving greatness, and think of success. Think about becoming wealthy, as humans can achieve anything they imagine. If you want to become rich, you must first cultivate the mindset of wealth. Until you develop a desire for wealth, you cannot attain it. Ignite the passion for wealth in your mind. Fuel your determination to achieve wealth. Everyone who has ever become rich first dreamed of wealth and then worked tirelessly to achieve it. Take the example of Sam Walton. At the age of 7, he delivered newspapers and sold rabbits and pigeons. Despite his humble beginnings, he dreamed of becoming rich and worked hard to turn that dream into reality. Dhirubhai Ambani, though not highly educated or wealthy initially, became a successful businessman. His relentless passion and determination to achieve wealth were the keys to his success. If you constantly think, "I am poor, I cannot become rich," then you will remain in the same situation because your thoughts shape your reality. A person's mindset is what determines whether they stay poor or become rich. The day you cultivate passion, enthusiasm, and determination for wealth in your mind, that day marks the beginning of your journey to wealth. To rise from zero to the pinnacle of success, you must change your thinking. A shift in mindset can turn poverty into prosperity. Do not let poverty be your weakness, instead, let it be the driving force behind your ambition to become wealthy. On the streets, you will find many people who say that becoming rich is extremely difficult. Such individuals can never become wealthy because they lack the mindset required for wealth. Until your thoughts are big, you cannot achieve big things. Big aspirations require big thinking. Remove the idea that you cannot become rich. Cultivate the mindset of wealth. Think positively and aim high. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, writes that most people fail to become rich because of their negative thinking. They think about their failures and shortcomings, which hinders their growth. Always think positively and focus on success. Keep envisioning your ascent to the top. When you repeatedly affirm these thoughts to yourself, they will become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Your mind will then attract the reality you desire. So, stop dwelling on negative thoughts, and start focusing on wealth and success. Think about what good can happen, not what bad can happen. When you focus on bad things, you attract situations like sadness and unhappiness. Instead, starting today and right now, think positively and envision the best outcomes for yourself. Chapter 2, The Planning to Become Rich. David Shepard says that most people plan meticulously for vacations. They decide where to go, how many days to stay, what to explore, budget the expenses, make reservations, and book resorts, all with careful planning. However, most people do not plan for becoming rich. Starting any task without planning is unwise because it diminishes the likelihood of success. According to a Ford Foundation study, 90% of people live their lives without any planning or foresight. As a result, they achieve little to nothing. They start tasks impulsively, and when challenges arise, they lack a plan to tackle them. They end up blaming their fate for failures. Is it fair to blame fate when you began the task without any planning? Without proper planning, the chances of success are almost nil. Yet, people often start tasks without a strategy. Any work linked to your future must be approached with proper planning. When you fail due to a lack of planning, you start doubting your abilities and entertaining negative thoughts. Just as a journey requires knowing your destination, the available modes of transport, the route, potential obstacles, and necessary supplies, similarly, achieving the goal of becoming rich requires a detailed plan. For instance, you meticulously plan for a vacation to ensure it is enjoyable. In the same way, create a thorough plan to achieve financial success. Begin preparing according to the plan, and you'll see success follow. A well-made plan provides clarity and helps avoid difficulties. To become rich, always remember that it's almost impossible to move forward without a plan. Whether the task is big or small, planning is crucial. Working without a plan often leads to distraction, stress, and inefficiency. Before starting any work, set a goal and create a plan to achieve it. A solid financial plan must include necessary resources, strategies for their use, and a timeline. Those who plan effectively for wealth inevitably achieve it. Regularly monitor your plan to track your progress and determine how much remains to be done. By working step by step according to a plan, you can reach great financial heights. Chapter 3, Luck Plays No Role. Luck plays no role in becoming rich. Instead of relying on the lines on your palm, trust the strength of your hands. As someone aptly said, what's the value of a few lines? Even those without hands have luck. If you begin your journey to wealth thinking, whatever is in my destiny will come to me, then don't start at all. Before trying to get rich, understand that luck has no role in success or failure. Renowned American psychologist Henry Saylor states that what we perceive as luck is actually the result of our intelligence and hard work. According to Albert Einstein, people live life in two ways, either believing nothing is a miracle or believing everything is a miracle. Many people visit astrologers to improve their luck. However, those sitting on footpaths and in shabby houses, unable to change their own fortunes, cannot possibly improve yours. Yet naive and ignorant individuals stand in long lines, waiting for someone to fix their luck. Swet Martin says, fate is shaped by action. Stop believing in luck and start believing in your efforts. Your hard work and determination will pave the way to wealth and success. Success is achieved through dedication, perseverance, and hard work. We ourselves can become the architects of our destiny and shape our fate with our own efforts. To turn dreams into reality, we must rely on our own endeavors. A psychologist once said, I passed school, high school, and college. I started my business and became a wealthy person. Nowhere in this journey did luck play a role. Everything I achieved was the result of my hard work. If I hadn't worked hard, my luck would have been doomed. I trust in my efforts, not in luck, and I advise others to do the same. If you want to become wealthy, rely on your efforts, not on luck. Fate is like the rudder of life, but abandoning its guidance can leave a person adrift in the sea of existence. According to Hakeem Luckman, just having a rudder is not enough, one must also row the boat to reach the shore. No one can reach the summit directly, the journey to the top always starts from the bottom. A fortune teller once told Napoleon after examining his hand, "Forget about conquering the world, you don't even have the lines to become the king of a small country." In response, Napoleon cut a line on his hand with a knife and said, "Now, isn't there a line for kingship?" Eventually, Napoleon became a king, proving that he didn't believe in fate. Had he trusted luck, he would never have become a king. Instead of relying on fate, trust in your dedication, hard work, and intellect. Instead of focusing on the lines on your palm, draw lines of achievement that leave people astonished. Achievements are the successful outcomes of past efforts, and they invite us to reach the next milestone. To become rich, abandon the illusion of fate and embrace hard work. Only then can you reach the pinnacle of prosperity. There's a saying, "Don't wait for God, what if God is waiting for you?" Chapter 4, Hard Work. To become wealthy, you must work hard, many times harder than others. Lakshmi Mittal, one of the world's richest individuals, says, "Many people work hard, so you need to work even harder than them to become wealthy." The success of any task depends on the amount of hard work you put in. Those who work hard never fail in their field. If you want to succeed in your work, elevate it to new heights, or become successful, hard work is the only path. To match successful people, you must work tirelessly and much harder than others. That's when success will come your way. George Bernard Shaw says, "I didn't want my life to be a failure, so I worked twice as hard, and that's how I succeeded." Chesterfield advises, "Take care of your minutes, the hours will take care of themselves." Charles Darwin says, "A person who dares to waste an hour doesn't understand the value of life." Helena Rubinstein once shared, "I work 20 hours a day, every day, including Sundays." People who shirk work never taste success, their time slips away like sand. Hard work takes you to the heights of success. Those who have become wealthy today have worked far harder than others. If you aim to be wealthy and start a business but don't work hard, your business won't succeed. Success doesn't come without effort. If businesses ran without hard work, everyone would start one and become rich. Laziness, lack of interest, and avoiding hard work are signs of failure, despair, and poverty. To overcome these, work hard. Hard work will take you to the pinnacle of progress. To enjoy the sweet fruit of success, you must endure the bitter sip of hard work. Flying King Milkha Singh says, "To become a champion in life, you need to plan every moment and work hard." Every athlete should plan how much time to devote to exercise, conditioning, and running. Only by practicing according to the plan can one become the best in the world. An old saying goes, "Nothing comes without effort, not even God." Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "Success comes from continuous hard work, carelessness and half-hearted efforts lead to failure." Michelangelo stated, "If people knew how much effort I put into my work. If people knew how much hard work it takes to achieve mastery, they wouldn't be surprised by my success." Thinking about earning money without effort is the work of fools and lazy people. If you are starting a business with such a mindset, you can never become rich. To become wealthy, you need to put in hard work. Your efforts will not go in vain. Chapter 5, Avoid Negative Thinking. Negative thoughts that arise in the mind prevent you from undertaking any good work. They instill fear and turn you into a coward. Those who carry negative thoughts with them are not living beings but equivalent to lifeless bodies. If you want to achieve something in life, become someone, move forward, reach the pinnacle, and become wealthy like others, cultivate positive thoughts. They will lead you to the path of success. Negative thinking is a severe mental illness. Once it takes root in someone's mind, it becomes very difficult to get rid of it. Sorrow, illness, worry, anger, grief, pain, sadness, and despair are all forms of negative thoughts. They trap positive thoughts and drive them away. Once they eliminate positive thoughts, they begin to scare you. The more you fear them, the more enjoyment they derive from frightening you. Positive thinking, on the other hand, will always offer you good advice and inspire you. It expands your network and leads you to the heights of success, while negative thoughts drag you into a deep pit of failure. Thoughts like, "I can never become rich," will take you far away from wealth. These thoughts stop you from moving forward and push you into poverty and misery. Negative thinking is incredibly harmful. It makes even a living person feel as if they are dead. Those who live with negative thoughts have no identity or existence. If you entertain a negative thought, reject it immediately. Only then can you move forward on the path to success. You must have heard the story of the crow that quenched its thirst by dropping pebbles into a pitcher. As the pitcher filled with pebbles, the water rose to the top, and the crow was able to drink and satisfy its thirst. This example teaches us not to entertain negative thoughts in any situation. If the crow had embraced negativity, it too would have remained thirsty. Fill the pitcher of life with pebbles of effort and quench the thirst for success. Always develop the habit of turning no into yes. David J. Schwartz says that people don't think in words or sentences, they think in images and visuals. This is why negative images easily dominate their minds. Negative thinking causes most people to fail. For example, negative, "We have already lost." Positive, "We haven't lost yet." Negative, "I failed before." Positive, "I'll try again." Transform your thoughts from negative to positive and see the difference. It will change your life. Robert Richard says that positive thoughts generate a kind of power within a person that fully supports them in reaching their destination. If you want to become rich, banish negative thoughts from your mind. Chapter 6, Believe in Yourself. If you want to become rich, you must have faith in yourself. William James says that every individual possesses infinite energy and potential within them. Most people are unaware of this energy. Those who discover it are bound to succeed. By believing in yourself, you can harness this energy and achieve anything. To succeed in any field, the first step is to believe in yourself. Those who lack self-belief can never progress. There was a person who had no confidence in himself. He had reached the depths of despair. Despite repeated attempts, he couldn't ignite the flame of self-confidence within him. One day, he met a writer who used to give lectures on self-improvement. The despondent person told the writer, "I have utterly failed to boost my self-confidence. No path is visible to me now. I've never met anyone who could instill belief in me. Can you help me build confidence?" The writer looked him up and down and understood that the man was deeply submerged in despair. The writer said, "I cannot instill confidence in you. However, I can introduce you to someone who can." "Really? I'd love to meet that person," the man replied eagerly. The writer took him to another room, placed him in front of a mirror, and said, "This is the person who can instill confidence in you. No one else can instill confidence in you. There is no one else who can instill confidence within you. This is something you must deeply understand. Until you truly know this person within yourself, confidence will not emerge." A despondent man, upon hearing the author's words, realized what they meant. He discovered the root cause of his despair: he lacked confidence in himself. Many people around the world suffer from the same issue. They lack self-confidence because they never try to explore their inner selves. How can you discover your strengths unless you look within? Those who do not trust themselves are like small potatoes in a truck. Despite being loaded on top, they end up at the bottom due to the truck's jolts. Self-confidence, optimistic thinking, determination, and the drive to achieve something are the keys to reaching the pinnacle of success. Emerson once said that those who lack self-confidence can lose even a winning battle, whereas those who have faith in themselves can turn a losing battle into a victory. If you wish to reverse a losing situation, learn to trust yourself. The benefits of self-belief are evident in an experiment conducted by Italian psychologist Garfield. A weightlifter, who could lift 135 kilograms with great effort, managed to lift 9 kilograms more simply by instilling confidence in himself under Garfield's guidance. Afterward, the athlete remarked that he had discovered the immense energy within himself. According to psychologists, when we repeatedly direct a thought to our mind, it begins to accept it. For example, if you consistently instruct your mind to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, after a few days, you will naturally wake up at that time. It becomes a habit. Similarly, if you continuously remind yourself to believe in yourself, your brain will accept it. Make self-confidence a habit. Believing in yourself is the path to wealth and success. Victory belongs to those who trust themselves. By doing so, you can make your business successful and join the ranks of the wealthy. Chapter 7: Nothing is impossible. To accomplish anything or achieve any goal, if you have the determination to pursue it, nothing is impossible. If you want to become rich, eliminate the word impossible from your dictionary. Embrace Napoleon Bonaparte's philosophy: there is no such word as impossible in your vocabulary. If this word does not exist in your life, you will reach the pinnacle of success. Those who harbor thoughts like "I don't know if I will succeed" allow the word impossible to dominate them, preventing them from moving forward and holding them back from success. The lines of the famous song, "We shall overcome," embody complete faith and assurance. We shall overcome someday, deep in my heart, I do believe. These lines guarantee success because they have no association with the word impossible. If you incorporate the word impossible into your life, it will make you timid and fearful, holding you back as just another face in the crowd. To avoid this, forget the word entirely. Develop an "I can win" mindset and follow the principle of try and try again. The inspiring story of Apple's CEO, Steve Jobs, not only fascinates but also motivates. Despite a troubled childhood, born to an unwed mother and given up for adoption, Steve faced numerous struggles. He had no proper room to stay and often slept on the floor. To make ends meet, he sold Coca-Cola bottles to buy food. Unable to afford college, he dropped out, but instead of feeling disheartened, he realized that completing college might not be of much use to him. At the age of 20, Steve founded Apple in a garage. Within just 10 years, the company grew from a two-person venture to an enterprise with 4,000 employees and a revenue of $2 billion. Yet, Steve was ousted from his own company. A relentless optimist, he persevered for 5 years, eventually founding a new company, Next, which soon became as successful as Apple. At the same time, he launched Pixar, another major company. Today, both of his companies are thriving businesses. Steve's life teaches us that if there's a will, nothing is impossible. Every major breakthrough in history has been achieved because someone dared to believe in the impossible. To keep impossibility at bay is the hallmark of scientific progress. By severing ties with the word impossible, humans have measured the vast heights of the skies and the unfathomable depths of the oceans. In the lives of successful individuals, the word impossible holds no significance. They neither recognize nor acknowledge this word. They don't give it importance in their lives. Instead, they approach every task with the mindset of possible and ensure its realization. If you closely observe the word impossible, you'll find that it contains within it the phrase "I'm possible." This means, I am successful. When impossible inherently signifies possible, then how can it symbolize failure? You too can transform this word. Replace impossible with I'm possible. If you manage to do this, nothing can stop you from becoming wealthy. Chapter 8: Stay persistent. If you want to become wealthy, you must consistently strive for it. Achieving your goals requires relentless dedication and continuous effort. Only through unwavering persistence, hard work, and determination can one reach the pinnacle of wealth. Often, people give up after one or two failed attempts to become wealthy. However, if they remain committed, they will undoubtedly succeed one day. History is testimony to the fact that success never comes easy. It demands full commitment. James Watt worked tirelessly for 20 years to invent the steam engine. Thomas Edison invested years into developing the light bulb, conducting nearly 200 experiments before achieving success. His relentless pursuit proved that unwavering dedication is necessary to achieve one's goals. Had Edison abandoned his experiments after a few failed attempts, the world might still have been in darkness. Instead, he kept trying, and his persistence illuminated the world. Similarly, former U.S. President Abraham Lincoln lost several elections but never gave up. He continued to contest elections despite repeated failures and discouragement. His perseverance eventually led him to victory, making him the President of the United States. This was the result of his dedication to his goal. Bollywood legend Amitabh Bachchan's journey is another inspiring story of persistence. Initially, All India Radio rejected his voice, and his first 9 films were massive failures. Yet, he kept improving his acting skills and achieved fame with blockbusters like Zanjeer, Diwar, and Sholay. Amitabh's refusal to give up on his dreams, despite numerous setbacks, cemented his legacy as a superstar. Today, his reign in Indian cinema continues. The story of Timur is another example. Once defeated, he fled into a dense forest and took refuge in a ruin. Exhausted, he lay down and noticed an ant carrying a grain of food, attempting to climb a wall. The grain fell from the ant's mouth several times, yet it persisted. Timur counted, on the 17th attempt, the ant succeeded in taking the grain up. This small event inspired him to realize that perseverance is the key to success. If you wish to become wealthy, achieve success, reach great heights, or amass wealth, persistence is non-negotiable. Chapter 9: The Magic of Saving. While earning money is important for becoming wealthy, saving it is even more critical. Financial experts, such as Maria, emphasize that those who save wisely are truly wealthy. Properly saved money ensures prosperity, security, and comfort. Without savings, becoming wealthy is impossible. Understand this: earning money is less important than conserving it. Regular and timely savings can lead to substantial benefits in the future. Even saving a single rupee a day is akin to earning an extra rupee. It is often said, anyone can earn money, but only a wise person can save it. These small, consistent acts of saving will lay the foundation for financial stability and wealth. Turn your dream of wealth into reality. If you've resolved to become wealthy, start planning your savings today. Save consistently. Today's savings could place you on the list of the wealthy tomorrow. Building significant wealth doesn't require huge deposits, even small savings grow over time. Dean and Binu were twin brothers. On their 10th birthday, their father deposited $50 for each of them in the bank at an interest rate of 12% per annum. 6 years later, when their money doubled, Dean withdrew and spent it, while Binu reinvested his doubled amount for another 6 years. Binu continued this cycle of reinvesting to double his money. At 21, Dean realized he needed to save too. He deposited $500 in the bank at the same 12% interest rate, doubling it every 6 years. When both brothers turned 58, they withdrew their savings. Guess who had more money? If you said Dean, you're wrong. Binu had $8,400, while Dean only had $2,200. Why? Because Binu invested a smaller amount for a longer period, allowing his wealth to compound. In contrast, Dean invested a larger amount but for a shorter time, yielding lower returns. This illustrates why it's crucial to start saving early. Understanding the magic of savings is key to building wealth. 1. Save however you can. Any amount saved, no matter how small, adds up. Saving just $1 a day amounts to $365 a year. 2. Avoid wasteful spending. For instance, if you spend $20 daily on unnecessary items, it adds up to $7,200 annually. If invested at 10% interest, this amount could double in just over 7 years. 3. Small monthly savings add up. Saving $1,000 monthly for 30 years results in $360,000. At 10% interest, it could grow to $1,525,100. Key strategies for wealth building. Avoid carelessness. Being careless with expenses like electricity, gas, or fuel wastes money. Separate spending and saving. If you have 2 income sources, spend one and save the other. Track every penny. Wealth grows by managing even small savings and expenses. Understand money's value. People who dismiss money as trivial will find it slipping away. Value it, hold on to it, and make it work for you. Smart investment tips. Diversify investments. Never invest all your money in one place, no matter how tempting the returns. Research thoroughly. Before investing, gather all relevant information to avoid risky ventures. Reinvest savings. Any amount saved through discounts or coupons should go toward your savings, not new expenses. The wealth mindset. To attract money, you must understand its value. Learn the language of money, and it will flow toward you. Wealth doesn't come to those who frivolously spend on appearances. True wealth is built by avoiding unnecessary displays of affluence. Wealthy people focus on earning and invest in luxuries only after achieving financial stability. In contrast, many middle-class or poor individuals prioritize buying luxury items, even if it means going into debt. Such debt-driven wealth is illusory and unsustainable. Final thoughts. True wealth comes from disciplined saving, wise investing, and avoiding unnecessary expenses. Adopt the habit of saving today and watch your wealth grow tomorrow. Always remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. Try to become rich. One key to becoming rich is to keep your financial transactions clear and transparent. Return the money you borrow on time to maintain your credibility. Avoid lending money to someone from whom recovering it seems difficult. Similarly, don't take responsibility for someone else's borrowing, as this could waste your time and cause stress. Proper financial dealings are essential to becoming wealthy. If you aim to be rich, you must improve your spending habits. People spend money in two ways, as hard money and soft money. According to American author Henry Miller, when a person buys daily necessities, they spend carefully, understanding the value of each rupee. This is called hard money. However, when someone is enjoying time with their girlfriend, boyfriend, or friends, throwing parties for fun, they often spend money recklessly. This is called soft money. To become rich, you must understand the value of money and spend cautiously. Those who waste money like water can never become wealthy. You can grow your wealth by improving your spending habits. The plastic card in your pocket gives you the power to buy on credit, but failing to pay within the grace period can have consequences. If you make payments within the grace period, you benefit, otherwise, it leads to losses. To become rich, you need to learn to use debit and credit cards wisely. If you misuse them, they can hinder your journey to wealth. Count the money you have and acknowledge that it is limited. Plan and strategize about where more money will come from. Planning opens new avenues and helps money flow into your life. So friends, this concludes today's book summary. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you soon with another audiobook summary. Until then, take care of yourself.